Nestled in the hills of Tharamkot, away from the glamour of the cities they once knew, there is a home that practices a quiet revolution. This is Kranti. The young women who live here know a different world than the ones they were born into. They come from the margins, daughters of sex workers from various red light areas and survivors of trafficking. They carry stories that would break most and labels imposed by a world that refused to see them. But this home is not defined by what they escaped. It is defined by what they are building. Here, the mountain air is not an escape, but a canvas. The quiet is not emptiness, but a space for new voices to grow. The identities of their past are being rewritten, replaced by the slow, deliberate work of becoming leaders, artists, and healers. To understand the revolution that is Kranti, there is no one better to hear from than its founder, Robin Chaurasia.
Kranti means revolution, and we call the girls revolutionaries. And of course, the complicated part is that there's many revolutions going on here. And when I started Kranti 15 years ago, I was 25 and very young and stupid. And the transformation is not just within the girls, it's within the organization as well and within their communities. So of course, we call ourselves the only school in the world that's for the daughters of sex workers and run by the daughters of sex workers. So that's a Kranti in itself. And the transformational leaders that all of these girls become within their community and out in the world is part of the Kranti as well. Part of the revolution means the sex work is work and should always be recognized as work everywhere in the world. And that's one of the biggest things that we're working on. It's not about changing policies because policies can only do so much. It's about changing one heart at a time and one individual's beliefs at a time. For them to look at sex workers like they're humans who deserve the same dignity and recognition of their work and what they provide in a community just as much as anyone else. Getting here to Dharamshala, part of this was the discrimination that we face in housing. And housing and education and healthcare are some of the biggest problems that sex workers in their communities always face. Well, we always lied in Mumbai to people and said that we work with orphans. And so anyone's happy to let you rent out a place to orphans. And so we would lie, get the place, and then somehow within a year or two, every single place we lived, people would find out, where the girls are actually from, and we'd get an eviction notice. The first time was in 2013. Tara got a scholarship to study at Bard College in New York, and it was all over the news. She was the first girl from a red light area to study abroad. Next day, we got an eviction notice. And that's happened 8 times already in Mumbai. So we've been evicted from 8 homes over the course of 12 years. And basically, after the last eviction, which was March 2023, the police came in. They gave us 15 minutes to gather our belongings and get out. And at that point, it was just the feeling was so clear that it's time to leave Mumbai. We were, of course, searching for a place that's permanent. So the permanence of knowing that a place is ours and this constant, we knew that we were getting kicked out every year. We were expecting it by the time, after 3 or 4 evictions, we just knew it was always going to be coming. There's some type of, grounding and solidity in knowing that this house is yours. And, even for the older girls, there's some older girls of Kranti who haven't seen this house, who are studying in the US or haven't been home for 5 years. And then there's girls who, Mehak, who's 21 and studying in Boston, for her, she has no family aside from Kranti. Her mother passed away when she was 9. And for her, knowing that this home is, now this is the home, is a really big deal. Because even when, many of the older girls used to come back from university in the US, they'd come back to a different house every time. Because, you just never, and so the type of, yes, people are the home. It's not that a place is home. We all know that and everyone understands that. But it's really, it's a different mindset and perspective that the girls and new girls will have just because the space is Kranti's.
A home is more than walls, bricks, and roofs. It's built on stories. And the stories here are journeys of incredible grace. The young Krantikaris have faced the world, only to turn and embrace their own past with a courage that redefines pride. Their resilience is not just plain strength. It's a quiet revolution. And this is their story.
When I was small, my mother died because my father killed my mother because they had a property. My father thinking it should not come for us. Then he killed my mother by petrol, by burning. Then he took the poison injection. Then after 1 month, my grandmother put me to hostel. Then I stayed there. Then it was not there that much facility. I stayed. Then I finished my 10th and I came here to Kranti. The Kranti supported me very well. So I am so proud and grateful to Kranti.
मैं क्रांति आने के पहले 4 हॉस्टल में रहती थी, बट मुझे क्रांति में आके 1.5 साल हुआ और मैं इसलिए क्रांति में हूँ क्योंकि मेरी मम्मी सेक्स वर्क कर रही थी और मुझे गर्व है कि वो सेक्स वर्क करती है। मैं उनकी डॉटर हूँ। वो अभी तो दुनिया में नहीं है, बट मुझे क्रांति ने एक फैमिली दी है और इसलिए मुझे क्रांति में और बहुत सारे अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिले हैं।
मैं जहाँ पे पहले रहती थी वहाँ में ना ज़्यादा मेरे भाई से क्लोज थी, ना मेरी बहन से क्लोज थी, ना ही मेरे स्कूल कॉलेज के फ्रेंड्स से क्लोज थी। बट यहाँ पे आए तो सबसे बहुत ज़्यादा क्लोज हो गई, अपनी सारी बातें शेयर करने लगी, तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है इन सब के साथ। मैं मतलब मम्मी के बारे में कि मेरी मम्मी एक सेक्स वर्कर है और जब मैं मुंबई में रहती थी मेरे फ्रेंड्स लोगों को भी नहीं पता कि मेरी मम्मी ये काम करती है और मैं किसी से बता भी नहीं पाती थी कि मेरी मम्मी ये सेक्स वर्कर का काम करती है, क्योंकि मुझे लगता था कि सबसे मेरा रिश्ता टूट जाएगा। पर जब क्रांति आए, ऐसा थिएटर वगैरह हम लोग करते थे तो उसी में से हम लोग अपनी स्टोरी सबको बताते, तो मुझे लगता है कि इसी से सब जान पाएंगे कि मेरी मम्मी क्या काम करती है।
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है ज़्यादा छोटे बच्चों के साथ, उनको जब भी कुछ बोलो, खाना खिलाओ तो वो बहन के जैसे खाना खिलाते हैं, खेलो तो टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, बहुत अच्छे से रहते हैं। जैसे भी जब भी मम्मी नहीं है तो जब भी ऐसे बहुत याद आता है तो तारा दीदी, रॉबिन दीदी ऐसे हक करते हैं। फिर वंदना माँ है जो इतना अच्छा खाना बनाते, उनके पास गए तो हक देते, किस देते, तो ऐसे लगता ही नहीं कि मैं किसी हॉस्टल में जी रही हूँ, मुझे लगता है एक घर ही है। इसके पहले कभी बोल नहीं पाई कि मैं सेक्स वर्कर की डॉटर हूँ। जब मैं क्रांति आई तब मुझे बहुत प्राउड हुआ कि हाँ मैं सेक्स वर्कर की डॉटर हूँ।
I feel very happy. When I was in other places, I feel alone. I stay alone. When I came here, everyone was looking like I am a sister for them. I felt very happy to see them. Every time the kids will come to me and speak with me, I feel very happy. I can feel this is my home. It's so freedom. It is like my family.
यहाँ पे तो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है मेरा। ऐसे मेरी बड़ी भी बहन है, छोटी भी है। मेरे को भी एक बहन है छोटी, पर मुझे इधर रह के ऐसे उनकी याद ही नहीं आती है कि मेरे घर पर भी बहन है। अगर यहाँ पर ही इतने सारे बहनें मिल गए तो घर की कुछ याद ही नहीं आती है मुझे। तो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है उनके साथ, फ्रेंड्स, बहन सब हैं।
I want to become a nurse.
बचपन से एक ही सपना है कि मुझे लॉयर बनना है, अभी भी मुझे लॉयर ही बनना है, क्योंकि मुझे एक तो उन लोग की वर्दी बहुत अच्छी लगती है, जब उन लोग का कपड़ा रहता है वो, और दूसरा काफ़ी लॉयर्स मतलब जो वकील लोग रहते हैं उन लोग पैसे के लिए ज़्यादा ये करते, मतलब जहाँ ज़्यादा पैसा देते वहीं पे ज़्यादा ये करते, सच के लिए ऐसा कुछ नहीं करते। तो मुझे इसके लिए, और जो सेक्स वर्कर रहते हैं उन लोग से ज़्यादा मतलब उन्हें कभी भी रात को ऐसा पकड़ते जेल चौकी के लिए, तभी भी उन्हें पूरी रात मतलब चौकी में ऐसा बिठा के रखते, फिर सुबह उन लोग से पैसा लेते, फिर मारते भी है। तो ये मुझे सही नहीं लगता है इसी कारण।
बड़ी होंगी तो पता नहीं मुझे क्या बनना है, पर अभी तो मैं 10th क्लास में पढ़ रही हूँ, तो 12th के बाद डिसाइड होगा।
बहुत ज़्यादा मेरा ध्यान सोशल वर्क के तरफ है। मुझे भी रॉबिन दीदी, तारा दीदी जैसे काम करना है।
कराटे क्लास इसके लिए अच्छा लगता है क्योंकि खुद को सेव कर सकते हैं हम। अगर किधर पे फंस गए हैं तो हम खुद को सेव कर सकते हैं।
मुझे लगता है थिएटर बहुत अच्छा है मेरे लिए। मेरा फेवरेट थिंग है क्रांति में, क्योंकि हम थिएटर के वजह से लोगों को हमारी स्टोरी बता पा रहे हैं, वो हमें देख पा रहे हैं कि कैसा था हमारा लाइफ। तो मुझे लगता है मेरा फेवरेट थिंग वो था।
Karate class. Would some say from that we can be safe. Then we can learn new things. If we be any danger or anything, we can fight for ourselves. I'm so proud of myself because I can see myself how I am, and I can control myself. First, I can't control anything. When I came to Kranti, really I learned such a nice thing by seeing myself, controlling myself, taking responsibilities. Really, first I was not doing like that. I'm really so proud of myself because I learned this much things in Kranti.
मैं मेरी मम्मी को समझ के अपने आप में प्राउड करती हूँ, क्योंकि जैसे ही मुझे पता चला था कि मम्मी सेक्स वर्कर का काम करते, मैं मेरी मम्मी से सही से बात नहीं करती थी, उन्हें रिस्पेक्ट नहीं देती कि सबकी मम्मी घर पे बैठी रहती है, मेरी मम्मी काम पे जाती है, मेरी सारी दोस्ती टूटती है उनके वजह से, इसके लिए। बट जब यहाँ पे आए तो मेरी मम्मी को मैं अच्छे तरीके से समझ पाई।
हाँ, क्रांति में आने के बाद मुझे पता चला कि मेरी मम्मा सेक्स वर्कर है, तो उस वजह से मैं खुद पर प्राउड कर रही हूँ कि मैं अपनी मम्मी को जज नहीं कर रही हूँ कि वो जो भी काम कर रही थी हमें पालने के लिए कर रही थी। काम तो काम ही होता है, चाहे वो घर का काम करे चाहे वो सेक्स वर्कर करे। तो
In this home, no one heals alone. Every story is met by a sister's embrace and a mother's steady hand. The chosen family of Kranti. Theirs is the quiet work of listening, mending, and holding space for a life being remade. Now, we turn to these women, the keepers of this sacred, everyday grace.
I'm a beneficiary. I was a beneficiary of Kranti. Now I work here as a staff member, full-time staff member. I teach, I manage. I think at Kranti, we're only 5 people managing the entire house. So quite a few, you have to do whatever you have to that day. Mornings begin quite early and my mother, who's also a staff member at Kranti, her name is Vandana. She gets up. Then we have 2 of the older girls who help her out with breakfast. So they get up at 6. 14 younger girls who are ages 8 to 14. They get up at 6:30. Then they get ready. They get dressed. They freshen up. Eat breakfast, a lot of noise and a lot of drama. Where's my socks? Where's my shirt? Last minute you don't find anything. We pack their tiffins together and then they're off to school. After which, the older girls who do not go to regular school, who have either passed 10th or have never been to school, and are above 15, they are at Kranti school, which we run at home. And our school begins at 9, and 9 to 1 I teach. We do meditation, journaling, gratitude. Then we get into logic puzzles, creative thinking, news, a lot of learning about politics. We explore different topics depending on the day. That happens, and then we do lunch. They have lunch, but then we also have therapy sessions. So some of the girls have therapy sessions at 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to manage that. But after lunch, they have tabla class, which is an Indian instrument, at 3 p.m. For the older girls, the school girls start coming back around 3:45, 4 p.m. So around that time, the school girls have a snack that one of the Didi, who's a local person around here, helps us out with. So that after that, then 3 to 5 there's tabla class, 5 to 7 there's tuition, like homework, and some of the older girls are preparing for their 10th or 12th exams. And then from 7 to 8:30 they have dance class, after which they eat dinner, they freshen up, and they have their chores, which they do lunch, dishes and cleaning and all of that takes place. There are times or days where some of the girls go through like an extreme emotional overwhelm, in which some of the girls in the past self-harmed, cut their hands, so cleaning that up. But mostly it's quite fun because the younger girls bring a lot of liveliness to the house.
Time. So I used to be a beneficiary at Kranti. Rewarding movement मेरे लिए है कि सबके लिए क्रांति घर है, और वो मेरे लिए बहुत रिवॉर्डिंग है कि मतलब सब उसको अपना घर मानते हैं। जब हम छुट्टी के लिए बच्चे घर जा रहे होते तो वो लोग रोते कि वो ये जगह छोड़ के जा रहे हैं, फिर जैसे ही हम वापस आ रहे होते धर्मशाला में एंट्री करते हैं, वो लोग इतना खुश होते हैं, इतना चिल्लाते हैं बस में, तो ऐसे लगता है कि हाँ, दिस इज देयर होम एंड देयर हैप्पी हियर। आई थिंक दैट्स रिवॉर्डिंग। बहुत अच्छा है वो हमारे लिए, हमको बहुत प्यार करते हैं, हम उनको बहुत प्यार करते हैं। हम डांटते तो गुस्सा भी नहीं होते हैं, कभी कभार होते हैं थोड़ा बहुत गुस्सा, बट नहीं। और मुझे ऐसा लगता है और भी, मतलब अभी तो ये इनिशियल स्टेज है हमारे रिश्ते का। आई थिंक धीरे 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 वो और स्ट्रांग होते जाएगा, मतलब कि हम उनके हैं और हम पे उनका पूरा हक है। बट आई थिंक अब तक उन्होंने वो ऐसा हक जमाना शुरू, छोटे बच्चों ने तो कर दिया है, बड़े बच्चे आई थिंक दे आर स्टिल फाइंडिंग दैट वे।
क्रांति में एक तो है कि अपना पेस है, अपना खुद का एक जगह है, और बच्चों लोग के साथ, मतलब जब मैं छोटे बच्चों लोग को देखती हूँ कि वो लोग ग्रो कर रहे, इतना ठंडी में भी उठ के वो लोग स्कूल जाते हैं, अपना कुछ सब कुछ करते हैं, ये एज में वो लोग के लिए मतलब इतना अच्छे से कर लेते हैं वो लोग। सुबह उठना, रेडी होना, स्कूल जाना, वो देख के मुझे बहुत सुकून मिलता है।
The discrimination should not be between boys or girls. All are same, all are humans. Girls should not be seen down or up. The boys and girls should be seen equal.
कि लड़का लड़की ट्रांसजेंडर सब LGBTQ सब एक समान है, कोई भी अलग नहीं है। जैसे कि लड़कों को थोड़ा ऊंचा माना जाता है, लड़कियों को घर बोलते हैं कि घर में रहोगे, यही करोगे, शादी होगी ऐसा, और लड़का कुछ भी करके आए पर उसको कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे, और लड़की कुछ भी ऐसे कुछ भी कर ले तो उसको बहुत गलत बोलते हैं। यही मुझे मैसेज पहुंचाना है।
Every single person has potential, no matter the background, and most often because of the background that, you know, because where we come from, like I have grown up with values of living in a community with love. No matter how harsh the circumstances, you show up for each other, and you have to, otherwise you cannot survive. So you learn the most important lessons in these situations, not in, like, you know, four wall apartment, but more in the communities in which you cannot survive without each other. So there is much more potential for leadership, growth and compassion in ways which otherwise not possible, in other communities not possible. The world is wasting a great opportunity by not investing in these communities. And yeah,
सब लोग ऐसे सोचते हैं कि ये एरिया के बच्चे हैं, कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अभी वो लोग बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं। अभी मैं देखती हूँ कि अभी हमारे बच्चे कहाँ कहाँ गए हैं पढ़ने के लिए बाहर देश, कोई US में है, कोई यूरोप में है, कहीं सब अलग अलग जगह पे है, कोई UK में भी है। तो सोच के प्राउड फील होता है, और हमारे बच्चे मतलब इतना कुछ कर रहे हैं। तो उसके लिए मेरे को यही मैसेज है कि सब बच्चे चाहे तो हर सब कुछ कर सकते हैं, उनके लिए उनके पास एक मौका होना चाहिए बस करने के लिए।
मैं ना सेक्स वर्कर की डॉटर हूँ, इसलिए हम जब घर जाते थे ना, मेरी माँ को जब बाहर निकालने हमारे साथ, तब वो मुंह ढकती थी, क्योंकि कोई लोग और ना हमें देखे, उसको देखे और बोले कि हाँ इसकी बेटे है ये, इसलिए वो मुंह ढकती थी। तो मैं चाहती हूँ जो भी ये वीडियो देखे वो ऐसा उनको ना करे कि किसी और को मुंह ढकना पड़े, जो सेक्स वर्कर से उनको मुंह ढकना ना पड़े उनके बेटे के लिए।
कि हर सेक्स वर्कर को रिस्पेक्ट मिलना चाहिए,
So I personally believe that every child who's born on this planet, whether they're born in a red light area or in a refugee camp or in a slum in Mumbai or in Brazil, every child on this planet has a gift to offer the world. And why are we not looking at these girls as well as somebody who has an incredible gift to offer the world? And this idea in India that, you know, if you've been forced into sex work or you've had these experiences, this is the end of your life, and the best thing you can hope for is that hopefully somebody will marry you someday. You know, like, that's what we're teaching these girls, versus what we could be teaching them is, you're the future leaders of this country. One, that marriage isn't the only option. Two, that you have the ability to build your own life. And three, you have the talent and the capacity to do something for the world as well.
Welcome to Kranti
What
Home!
you have witnessed here is more than a story. It's evidence. Evidence of the profound change possible when a girl is given safety and a family is chosen, not by blood, but by unwavering belief. That belief has built this home. Now, it's time to build its future. Currently, Kranti is raising funds to complete a permanent dormitory, a safe, shared space for every girl who lives here. And it means funding what happens inside those walls too: their education, their healthcare, their ongoing rehabilitation, and their healing. This is the work of Kranti Emergency Fund. It's a concrete plan to turn a strong foundation into an unshakable one. You have witnessed their courage. Now you can help secure their ground. Donate today and build their tomorrow.
I think the one thing Kranti has really proven in the last 15 years is that there is no difference between my child, your child, anyone's child born anywhere in the world, and these girls born in a red light area. They are just as capable as students, as teachers, as leaders, as everything as anyone else in the world. And if we're willing to invest in them in the same way that we would invest in a normal, ordinary child, they have the ability to move mountains.